Hello and welcome to My Own Worst Enemy. Got a quick unboxing here. This is the latest from Compass Games World War II campaigns, 1940, 41, and 42. This is based on the classic GDW Series 120 games. And according to Board Game Geek, there's about 14 of those games, and I don't know if I've ever owned any of those or not. I may have owned Mayday. I think Mayday was one of the ones they listed in this series, and I possibly own a copy of that. I don't really remember. It's been so long. So the thing about the 120 game series was that it was designed to be easy to learn, fast to learn, and you could play it in under 2 hours. And that's what this is replicating. I don't know if there will be more games like this in this series from Compass, but we do get 3 for now. And the 3 that we get are the Battle of France, Operation Barbarossa, the invasion of the Soviet Union, and the Japanese campaign against Malaya, Java, and the Philippines. So the opening of the Japanese campaign there in the Pacific. There's low complexity, of course. This is meant to be quick to learn. We've got the 3 designers, Frank Chadwick, John Estelle, and Mark Miller. The unit scale varies by the game, of course. Players 1 to 2. Solitaire suitability is medium. And of course, the average time is, like they claim, supposed to be 2 hours or less to play this once you have learned the rules. So let's just see what these upgraded components look like. We get 66. We'll set those aside for now. Ziploc baggies. There's only 3 of those. So the counter density in here should be pretty low as well. And here's the separate rule books for each of these. So that's nice that you do get separate rule books for each of these games. And we'll just have a flip through. Let's grab the Pacific one since I'm a Pacific junkie and just flip through it. Glossy paper. Nice large print. The text is really large in this. So that's going to be easy to read. And it's colored. Yeah, so not a bad rule book. Very short, 13 pages with a table of contents at the back. And the nice addition, of course, of the counter sheets here, so that you can, if you lose a counter or you need to make another counter, those are on the backs of these rule books, it looks like. And looking at this is the 1940 rule book. I don't see that counter sheet for the 1940 game. Well, actually, here it is, I guess. So is this done by, oh yeah, so these counter sheets are all here. So there's 41, 40. So I'm guessing all the counter sheets are on the back of that book. Take a quick look. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the case. So there's the rule books. Like I said, just a brief look at this. Some clarifications in here already, so not many clarifications. There's a duplicate counter, Japanese counter, should only be 1. Yeah, so not a lot of errata, so that's a good sign. Charts and tables, and probably going to get, yep, they're going to get one of these player aid cards for each of the campaigns in here. So there's the 1941, the odds table, and of course the terrain effects chart. And these are single-sided, but there are combat results tables on both of these. There's a weather chart on the 41 and some victory charts on the 42. And the maps. So 1, 2, 3. So we'll have a look at those in just a second. Those feel really thick. And then finally, in the bottom of this box, we have the counter sheets in a shrink wrap. So let me get the shrink wrap off of this and we'll take a look. And these are, they look like 5/8 inch counters. They're not as nice as I'd hoped they would be. It looks like they're easy to fall out though. They look like they are going to be a little more difficult to, we'll just try to punch some of these out and see. And we'll grab the 42 one because I'll probably play that one first. No, actually they're not that bad to punch out. I'm going to show you, before I punch that, I'm going to show you the front of this counter sheet. Matches what we saw in the rule book. And there's the back, and it looks like the back has the year numbers on there for easy sorting. So 2 full-size counter sheets. This is the 1941, the 1940. And again, those are labeled on the back. So it looks like you're only going to use one side of the counters. Again, making this an easy, quick to play campaign for each of the campaigns that you play. So these counters will punch out pretty easily, and they will round pretty nicely, I imagine. Now, they do look like the old school style counters. So it doesn't look like maybe the artwork was upgraded to something fancy, but certainly passable with the NATO symbols. They look fine to me. And I think they will work just well on the maps, which we're going to take a look at right now. So starting with the 1940 map, and we'll go through these really quick. I just wanted to show you what was in this in case you were interested in thinking about buying it yourself. So here's the 1940 map. Now the hexes are really large on this, so that's another, if you have problems seeing hexes and hex numbers, really easy to read. This is a very, very thick paper, and it's going to be tough to flatten, so you have to lay something on this for a while to flatten it out or put plexi on top. So that's not a bad looking map. Very basic, like I said, nothing fancy here in this game. Looks like it's just a, and I didn't look at the original games for this. I'm just wondering if maybe that it's a, they didn't change the maps or anything, they just reprinted it. I'll have to take a look at that. Here's the 41 map, which is larger than the 1940 map. So this 1940 map is a little smaller than a standard size map. This 1941 map is, oh, it's about as big as a standard size map. And again, it's the same map, terrain and everything, so nothing's changed. And the 42 map looks the same too. It's going to be the same terrain, which you would expect, this being all part of the same reprint of this series anyway. So here's the Pacific. This looks almost like a standard size map as well. And there you go, not a lot there. So that's it. I just wanted to do a quick opening of this to show you what the contents look like in case, like I said, you were considering purchasing this. This is a reprint of the old GDW 120 series games. I don't know if there'll be more. Would be interesting to find out. And I don't know if they say that on the back here. I'll take a quick look. It does not say, but I think if you're probably just getting into wargaming, maybe this would be something to consider to start with, as it is designed to be easy to learn and quick to play. So there you go. That's it. Just a quick unboxing. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here next time.